copper. So this could be the first thing I use for the absurd amount of copper I just produced. So let's just make like a little copper wire factory right here. Well, I've already got missiles over here. Well, actually, these are rockets, not... I do have to make the thing for the tank. You're right. You're right. I gotta remember to do that. So, ultimately, this needs... Oh, shit. This needs to look like this at the end. With a bunch of this action. Something like this. All I wanna do is live in ecstasy. I know what's left of me. I can't help it. Okay. And then we need a belt. Here. And we want to keep it as tight as possible. How the fuck did I turn this around? When I grow up, I wanna be a movie star on TV. Won't work for me. True. Don't. All I wanna do is live in ecstasy. I can't help it. It's this hopeless urge I just wanna feel. With one of these bad boys. And it's gonna go on the far side. So I'm gonna need this. Boink. Gucci, swag, stupid. Just going down. Yoink. One job. Oh, man. My allergies are fucking punching me in the dick today. I feel like dog shit ass fuck today. Live in ecstasy. I can't help it. When we get in the tank, though, we gotta throw... Yeah, dude, get those dogs barking. Out! Scream down, 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 down. Scream down, 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 down. Nailed it. Something to... Dope. In place, into... Bow, bow, bow. Alright, game. You just decided to just not follow the thing that you said you were gonna do? Cool. Pretty pog. Alright, game. You're being a real dick today. Like such. So on and so forth. Henceforth. Oh shit, some Rough Riders. Duh. Man, this song, holy shit. I used to get so fucking high and listen to this song and think that I was like going to space. I was like, this is what heaven's like. Oh. I used to live in this apartment in downtown Buffalo that had rooftop access. And I would sit up on that roof just stoned out of my fucking mind. Just looking at like the city, like I guess you could what's the name of the, like when you see the tops of the roofs of all the buildings in the city? Is it a skyline? I thought a skyline is like something you see from a distance. But anyways, skyline, yeah. I would sit, and now the parking lot outside of my apartment was the parking lot to like some of like the more popular bars in the area. So there were always like just fucking like drunk people and shit. And I would like throw my cigarette butts off the roof onto their cars because I was like an asshole and a kid at the time. I was like 20, and I would just get stoned sitting on the roof looking at the skyline of Buffalo and just being like, dude, this is beautiful, man. Like, this is living, man. I'm so deep. Eating an edible in a plane sounds like a panic attack in a can. Never see tomorrow. Need or borrow. Wow, that was probably fucking awesome. Being in a plane on the 4th and just seeing the fireworks going off underneath you. Damn. That's probably cool as shit. That's pretty wild. Never see tomorrow. Never tomorrow. Just like a mother. I can yoink these. I seem a little oversaturated at the moment. Actually, I'm gonna go to Ironland. Let's just take the tank out for a ride. We haven't just rolled up on this thing yet. Damn, this thing is slow. This thing's real slow. I regret that decision immediately. That being said, I am going to park the tank, like, significantly closer to the front of the base. Because that is just pathetic. That is so slow. How are we doing on walls? Okay, we got some walls. How's the cattle problem? Cattle? What cattle? What game do you think I'm playing? Man, it is fun to just drive through a tree. That feels good. That's just revenge. Whoa, okay, not a great turning radius. Noted. How are we doing on fuel? Chillin'. Oh, yeah. Right. There's not as much of a cattle problem in that server anymore as much as there is, like, a people problem. There's just no one alive. Oh, my God. Look at the fucking pollution. How do you build turrets? I should probably work on making a fuck ton of turrets. Ah, one problem at a time. Steers like a tank. True. It truly does. It truly does. Honestly, that's what politics are for. They'll argue over the pollution. I just need to keep producing. Look, in a true capitalist society, I'm just focused on making as much as possible. You guys can worry about the ramifications of my actions, okay? You politicians, you can duke it out. See, like, so part of me... That rock came out of nowhere. Part of me thinks the smart thing to do would be to wall in these hives and surround it in turrets. And then if they respawn, they just immediately just start getting mowed down by turrets. That's where my brain is at. But everybody else seems to be of the opinion that you should build defenses around the stuff that you're building and then defend it from within it. But that just feels wrong. Something about that feels wrong. It doesn't solve the problem. It, like, because if they spawn and just start attacking, like, the railroad and the train and this shit, like, I can't do anything about it. I have to rebuild everything. Which Twitch controversy? There's a whole lot of them at the moment. Well, I mean, actually, to directly answer your question, yeah, I've seen them all. But, but which one are you referring to specifically? The ad boycott till Dan. No, that's a mistake. I think they're targeting the wrong person. I think that's just misdirected anger. But like a lot of times in situations like this, I tend to feel that way. And people tend to not agree with me. So I mean that's fine. I don't think Dan Clancy himself is directly responsible for what happens on the platform. I understand people getting pissed off that, like, Dan Clancy has outwardly been supportive of Hassan, and Hassan has platformed terrorists recently. So, like, I get all that. I just think like I said, I feel like it's just slightly. I think it's poorly directed. I think what people are standing for is good. I think they are coming from a good place. I think they're just aiming their anger at the wrong place. But there's also like for a long time been kind of a group of people that have kind of judged Dan Clancy for trying to take more of a content creator role himself while also being responsible for running parts of the website. And to that, I don't necessarily agree with either. I think Dan Clancy, in terms of like a forward-facing president for Twitch, has been a good step in the right direction and something that should be like seen positively. Like the fact that he actually interacts with streamers, he streams himself, he will just sit and talk about things openly that are happening within Twitch and his opinions on what are happening within Twitch. That's a level of clarity inside of Twitch that we've never had, and I think it's kind of overlooked. It's underappreciated. Like, the last CEO of Twitch, nobody even knew the guy's fucking name. Like, it was rare that people knew his name. But he was, like, in charge of Twitch for an extremely long time. And for the content creators and the people that watch Twitch to, like, not know who you're referring to when you're talking about, like, the CEO or the president of the company is, like... That's, in my opinion, I think that feels like a problem. There's a long video on it and the reasons why, but it's not really interesting. I mean, I'd like to see it if you want to, like, throw it in the React channel. It really, I mean, to be completely honest, I probably already saw it, but, I mean, depending on the video, I can always give it another watch and kind of talk about it. It's good React content. If I'm gonna be a streamer, I need to be better at stealing other people's content and talking over the top of it and pretending like it's transformative. You, will you ever learn? Just me sitting on the roof, stoned as fuck, just being like, we are all believers, man. We are all believers, man. I also wonder if the bulk loaders load more than these. Oh, they have the same rotate speed. They just grab more at once. Hold on. Hold on. Man, honestly, dude, I hope someday I can do content like Magic the Gathering content like Wubby does. There's so many things that Wubby does in terms of like pack openings for Magic shit that I've always wished. Wait, what's happening? 2 entities are destroyed? Huh? Oh shit! Where the fuck did that come from? Alright, I'm now starting to see why people just say, oh, just defend the base. Fuck. But I also love, like, in terms of, like, the Magic community, how there's, like, a subset of people in the Magic community that are, like, pissed that he opens a lot of the things that he opens. And honestly, it's got me dying. That shit's funny. The fact that you're gonna get pissed at somebody for opening packs of a card game that is supposed to, the packs are supposed to be opened. That's the point of the existence of the card game. They're like, oh my god, these are collectibles. You should not be opening collectibles. It's like, oh my god. Seek help. What was I doing, dude? That tiny little bug attack actually distracted me so much, I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was filling in all the rest of these little fast things. And then I was gonna make bulk stuff, but I don't have the things here. Let's make more of these. I could probably fit, like, maybe another 5, 10. What is a roboport? Connects with other roboports to create a construction and logistics network used by construction and logistics robots. That sounds like it's important. And that's what I gathered from reading that. Oh, fuck me, dude. I'm so not looking forward to making all these goddamn potions, dude. Fuck. Son of a fuck. That's a big-ass bug, too. Jesus Christ. It's a huge bitch. I mean, to be honest with this file, I feel like I've gotten really lucky. I've, like, realistically never been attacked by anything up until this point, which is kind of crazy. Everybody else has been getting absolutely, like, fucking fisted by aliens, and I haven't been touched. I'm like, how many hours into this file? 28 hours in this file, and that bug was the first bug to attack anything I built. It's there. The man says it's there. Oh, yeah, I actually already watched this video, yes. Dan is an interesting guy. I think I know this is probably not the necessarily like the I'm just gonna say that he needs to work on his editing. He needs to just work. He could have chopped this video down a lot. I know he's just doing this on his own. It doesn't really seem like he has an editor. I know he's friends with Destiny. He does a podcast with Destiny quite a bit. I would have loved to just get my hands on this video and just edit this down. I would have loved to. I'm gonna speed it up because he's slow as shit. He does live streams leaking more almost by daily. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've ever watched his and Destiny's podcast, but to put it bluntly, he's been kind of harping on this for quite a long time. This has kind of been his standpoint for a long time. That Dan Clancy Sucks website, I'm like 90% sure is his. I think that's what it's called, right? Dan Clancy Sucks. Yeah. He pretty much talks about this website every podcast, every opportunity he gets. He kind of just has constantly been beating this to death. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, look, I think a lot of the points are obviously valid. I also think that, like, I don't know if Twitch ever made a statement about why Destiny was banned in the first place. I heard, so it was one of those things where it was like Destiny heard from someone within Twitch that the reason he got banned was something he said on Twitter was misconstrued as him pretty much coming off as a TERF. And that was the reason he got banned on Twitch. And I don't know how much of this brigade to kind of fuck with Dan Clancy is ultimately like turning the screws as an attempt to get Destiny back on the platform. I'm not the type of person to really like get into like the